As we step into a new year, I want to ask you something honestly. Are you trying to lose weight again this year, but you're quietly worried about stalls, plateaus, or gaining the weight all back? Especially if you're over 40 and especially if you're using a GLP-1 weight loss medication. Here's what I want you to know right away. Weight loss after 40 isn't about trying harder. It's about protecting your metabolism. And if no one has ever explained how to do that before, this episode is for you. Hey, Dr. Kisha Pickford here, and I'm a nurse practitioner and a holistic nutrition weight loss coach. And I personally use GLP-1 weight loss medications. And I coach women over 40 who are navigating weight loss with or without the medication. And this is Weight Talk Thursdays, where we keep it heart-centered, hormone-friendly, and real-life approved. Because weight loss after 40 requires a different conversation. I want to pause here for just a moment because I think this is important. And it's something I see both personally and clinically. When I first started navigating weight loss after 40, I did what many women do. I assumed weight loss was about eating less, pushing harder, and ignoring fatigue. That was just part of the process. I thought if I'm tired, that means it's working. If the scale isn't moving, I need to try and push harder. But what I learned, both as a nurse practitioner and through my own experience, is that midlife bodies don't respond well to punishment. They respond to safety. They respond to consistency. They respond to being nourished instead of restricted. And once I started respecting that, weight loss became less stressful. It felt more stable, and it stopped feeling like something I had to fight my body to achieve. And that's why this conversation about metabolism matters so much, especially at the start of a new year. Now, let's talk about metabolism, what it really is, why it matters after 40, and how to protect your metabolism on your weight loss journey. When people hear the word metabolism, they usually think, I just need to speed mine up. But metabolism isn't really about speed. It's about how safe your body feels letting go of the weight. After 40, several things naturally change. Muscle begins to decline, hormones shift, stress tolerance decreases, and our recovery, it begins to slow. So when the body senses things like undereating, chronic stress, over exercising, poor sleep, it responds by holding on to weight. Not because you're doing something wrong, but because your body is trying to protect you. This is where a lot of frustration comes from women in midlife. And this is where GLP-1 weight loss medications can either help you or accidentally work against you. GLP-1 weight loss medicines, they help reduce our appetite, and that can be incredibly helpful. But appetite suppression doesn't replace proper nutrition, muscle support, stress management, or recovery. So if you're losing weight, but also losing muscle, energy, strength, your metabolism can actually become less responsive over time. And that's why some women see early success, then they hit a stall and they start to panic. The medication didn't fail them. The body just needs or needed more support. This is such an important distinction, especially after age 40. Now, I also want to talk about what quietly works against metabolism, because most women are doing these things without even realizing it. Metabolism doesn't slow because you're broken or not active or lazy or doing something wrong. It slows when the body feels threatened. Some of the most common threats I see are, once again, under eating for long periods of time, skipping meals because appetite is very low, over exercising without recovery, chronic stress, and getting poor sleep and rest. When the body senses these patterns, it adapts. And adaptation looks like holding on to weight. That's why some women lose weight quickly at first, then hit a wall. And that wall can feel scary. It can trigger thoughts like, what if I gain this weight all back? What if this stops working? But the answer isn't to push harder. The answer is to remove the threat so the body feels safe again and it continues the process. That's how you protect your metabolism and your peace. Now, what does protecting your metabolism actually look like in real life? This is where I want you to shift your focus this year. Instead of asking, how fast can I lose weight? Start asking, how can I lose weight without stressing my body? And that means fueling your body consistently, even when your appetite is low. Nourishment still matters. It also means to prioritize protein. Muscle is metabolic protection, especially after 40. Strength over punishment. More cardio isn't the answer. Strength and recovery are your answer. Managing stress and sleep, because cortisol, our stress hormone, can stall fat loss faster than food ever will. Thinking long term, not just scaling wins, because sustainability, not speed, is the real success metric. This approach feels different, but it's what actually works long term. And this mindset is especially important at the start of a new year. This year doesn't need extreme resolutions. It needs better understanding, realistic habits, compassion for your body. Weight loss after 40 isn't about starting over every January. It's about finally doing weight loss in a way your body can trust. And when your body feels safe, it feels supported, and it's nourished, that's when real sustainable weight loss happens. And since this episode is releasing at the start of a new year, I want to say this gently. This doesn't have to be another year of starting over. Weight loss after 40 isn't about proving discipline. It's about learning how to work with your body instead of against it. So if you're stepping into this year on a GLP-1 weight loss medicine, or even without one, let your focus be nourishment over restriction, strength over exhaustion, and understanding over guilt. That mindset shift alone protects your metabolism more than any extreme plan ever will. And if this message resonates with you, this is exactly what I walk you through in my book, The Wait is Over. It's written for women over 40 who are tired of restarting and ready to understand their bodies with or without medication. But if you want guidance beyond the book, that's where education, workshops, and coaching come in to support you through. And in my holistic weight loss coaching program, you can find this. So you're not trying to figure things out all alone. You can find my book and learn more about my program at amplehealthandwellness.com, or you can simply click the links in the program's description. Well, that's all I have for this week's Wake Talk Thursdays. Thank you for joining and listening. As we step into a new year, remember, your health is not a secret. It's your story. So own it. Until next time, I need you to stay healthy and please be safe. Bye.